Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Got his man downfield. Spin move. Wide open spaces. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the...
Wide room to the right. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Right on target this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bust through behind his pads. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Smashes through the tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to run it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Yeah, the defense just too good there. They're trying to run it in on third down and be physical up front. The defense, though, having none of it, creating a negative play and now setting up fourth down.
Hauls it in the first down and more. Give him 6. Touchdown, Husker! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs, really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab, it's Hansen. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Markway. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 for the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, looking for a man. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He wants to change this route. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw.
It's a seam wide open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember.
Breaks away on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. And he's still running after the move. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Knowles.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bonner. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Flores. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. The Huskers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Looking deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. How many times you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they finally get their first sack of the day, and one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Slings it downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
To the air. It's Iam Aliaba. Fires on the move. And the third down pass is incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep...
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
On the move, it's Cox. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. Spins away from one. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best.
All by himself down the middle. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Powers through the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Now, Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Bonner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Cox. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Huskers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better.
Got some room. Head to the goal line. Touchdown, Husker. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. It's a one-possession game in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.